4 minutes ago.
That sounds.
Whoa. Hey, did you guys just realize that? Did you guys? I sent the video of when Nick Diaz says Joe Rogan all day, all night.
Bro, you guys are just figuring that out, bro?
Yeah, bro. I barely figured that out a few months ago.
Yeah,
Oh my God, bro! Sorry
Mario was
for
judging me, bro.
Well, yeah,
I'm not judging you,
Mauricio,
but
you should have
Mario was like,
Why did
how do you guys know that? You're UFC fans.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner, asshole?
Like,
That's
honestly,
your fault.
Honestly, that's one of those videos that has recirculated, I feel like. I saw that video like a couple years ago. I knew about it like way back then when I first started listening to Joe
obviously
Rogan.
you didn't send it back then either, so...
No, I mean,
Fuck
yeah.
your couch also.
So, I mean, it's just funny how
I
people
put
are
you
like
there.
realizing I'm like, yeah, it's Nick Diaz after a fight. He says, Joe Rogan all day. Or train my day.
What you think? What you think about that intro?
All day.
And Joe Rogan.
They don't do it anymore.
He doesn't.
He doesn't do it anymore.
I don't think
Nick
I
Diaz is
hear
like-
it anymore.
He's like, you didn't cut the check.
Probably trademarked.
That's a
Probably
dope
wanted
ass.
some royalties for using
That's a
his
dope
voice.
ass little sample.
I mean, in the clips, he uses that monkey sound.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Hello, friends.
Yeah.
He does that.
How does he do it? How does he do it, Mauricio?
You never heard him say that thing?
No. How does he do it? The monkey sound.
No, it's too late. You waited way too long for that one, bro. I said a lot of
Come on,
stuff.
you did that good. Let me see.
Bro.
That's what she said.
I want to see that. Damn, bro.
Pause.
Pause, bro.
Want to hear, bro? Pause.
Yeah, he just says Joe Rogan podcast. Check it out. It's not the. It's not the
That's
same
not the
one.
same one.
No.
Yeah. That's probably someone else saying it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
It
like.
doesn't
Nick
even
Diaz.
sound like Nick.
No, bro, it is Nick.
That's why
bro.
probably it's recirculating because they're like, oh, the original's gone.
Exactly.
There you
Exacto mundo.
go. Maybe.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
original's gone. What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I feel like
Am I in my Mandela
I
effect
feel
right
like
now?
you know, for a certain,
Hey,
a
bro,
certain
why are you always feeling things?
me.
Yeah.
First of all, yeah, it's men's mental health month, bro. Why are you always feeling these?
Because he's like, I feel like. I'm like.
So yeah. Let's talk about those
So
feelings.
why are you feeling,
On
bro?
Men's Mental Health Month. Well, let's talk about your feelings, Mauricio. What are you feeling, bro?
Feeling like a flame.
Wow.
Wow. Oh,
Okay.
poetical.
All right. I like that. I like that.
Alright.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Feeling like a
Are we
flame.
supposed to say it back too? Like, all right, you say it. You say it.
No, wait.
Say it. No, say it. Do it. Do it. And then when he does it, all three of us gotta say it back. Go.
In cadence?
No, first of all,
Yes, in cadence. Yes.
I asked you to do
In
something
unison,
earlier.
better said.
I asked you to do something earlier. You didn't do it, so fuck off with telling me what to do.
But we're gonna repeat after you though.
Nah.
You fucking
You,
whack,
you did
bro.
not do the.
Woo, woo. You guys supposed to say it back. Yeah, fuck
Nah,
y'all,
it's because
man.
what fling? What
Damn, bro, he can't even talk about his feelings. What emotions
flame are we talking about, bro?
What flame? Damn,
Yeah, bro.
Wait, so when you say what flame, are you talking about like a propane flame?
He's trying to think of another one and he can't. He can't.
Two rocks sparking and creating a flame. Like, what are you talking about, dog? What kind, is that the type of
If
flame we're
it's
talking
two
about?
rocks sparking a flame, that means it's two hard-headed motherfuckers coming together.
Oh, I was about to say something, but nah.
Yo,
But yeah, I mean, there's different types of flame in that aspect. So I'm trying to ask what aspect of
how flamey are you feeling?
how flamey, okay. So it's like, you know when you
We are
eat-
in Pride
you
Month,
know
so
when
how
you eat
flamey
chicken,
are you
right?
feeling?
You know when you eat chicken, right? And you could taste like the flame almost.
The flame? Well, technically, when you're
Fucking
eating
Pollo
spices,
Loco ass right here.
No.
When
Like,
you
so put
eat-
it this way.
Hey,
Put it this way.
Pollo Loco, feel the flames.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know. And so God's my joke.
The
Nah.
char.
The
He's
char.
like, feel the
Oh,
char.
there you go. The char.
That's how you feel
or
the
if it's,
flame.
or if it's,
Carl
or if
Jr.,
it's,
feel the
or
char.
if it's you're cooking it with wood fire, you know you can taste the wood almost type
Yeah.
shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, depends on what type of flame we're talking about, bro. What kind of fire
How
we're
large
talking
is the wood?
about. How large is the wood? Let's just say it's not about the size, bro. It's about how much.
It's the motion of the log or what?
Yes, bro. Within the log, actually, bro, because the log has fluid in it. It has fucking oil. It has oil, you know what I mean? That fucking it makes that is which what keeps the flame alive. Am I right or not?
Yeah,
Exactly, right?
So the
we just
fluid
gotta-
that you
we
put
gotta
around
keep-
it.
For example,
We
you
gotta keep
choose,
things lubricated. Is what you're saying.
Exactly, or
but
else
that
there's no
one's
flame.
but see that one's cool because it's from the inside. It's not from the outside. From the outside, it might look a little dry, but in the inside, bro, if it's fucking throbbing, bro. You know
It's juicy.
Yeah, bro.
what I'm saying?
All right.
When you're cooking when you have the wood burning, you hear the pop.
Yeah, that's water, bro.
Nah, that's not water. It's like a natural oil that's within the.
Yeah.
That's again keeping it alive.
That's why when crates go overseas.
That's
they
how
need
I'm
to be
feeling
heat
like,
treated,
bro. Every now and then you hear a pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That means I'm still alive. That's the flame I'm feeling right now, yo.
That's the flame.
Yeah. Just
La
to-
llama, bro.
yeah.
La llama que arde.
Yeah, exactly, fool. Exactly, Mardio. When I put it over the, fool, it should burn, bro.
Can you show the camera how did you fucking?
Nah, fuck all that shit. Can you?
Yo. So the current. How y'all feel about? What's been-
Your feelings too? Your feelings too?
No, he said he's asking how
He's
we're
like,
feeling.
yo, so how you feeling? Like,
I'm not
like, I
feeling-
just love how all y'all.
Nah.
usually-
I said. First of all,
I
you're
said,
right.
I said.
You're right. I said y'all feeling.
I said.
The fat Michael from the office. I said, I'll sit on you. If who comes in with a fat suit and he's like, I'll sit on you. Because this was like
that episode.
you seen that clip on fucking IG and shit? Oh
Shit. Hey yo. Did it?
When someone stutters
exactly
those
how I
two
wanted
things,
this episode to
that's
go.
the first thing I think about. I'll sit on you.
You gonna get our Asian sides today for sure.
Or what?
I'm cracking up, bro. And I'm high as shit. And a little buzz. So if I look chinky, man, thumbnail last week, bro. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, bro.
That one will never come out.
Bruh. I'm like, damn.
That's gonna go on the archives.
I gotta be more conscious of how I'm looking on it.
No, that was the Gabe episode he's talking about.
Yeah.
About the screen, about the thumbnail
thumbnail.
I use for YouTube and all that.
Okay.
I mean, y'all.
I just wanted to bring everybody in.
He's
I
gonna
don't want
have
to
the
get
best looking
canceled.
thumbnail this week.
What?
He's gonna have the best looking thumbnail this week.
You're right. You got a fresh haircut.
Yeah, bro.
Feeling himself.
Got to, bro.
You know what I mean?
According to Enzo, bellaco, bro.
Yeah.
El recorte está bellaco.
Recorte, huh?
Yeah,
We should have
bro.
said bien beaco.
Dude, what were the? All right, so how many phrases have we come up with? Or
In
have
the
you
last
come
3
up
years,
with?
because just for the record, this is year
Right.
number. We're entering
That's how I wanted to ask
The
y'all how are
third
you
year.
feeling about third year, going into the
the
third
third year of this
All right, bro,
podcast.
feeling,
Third location.
Bro, like, all right, bro. Like, what about all the words, bro, that we've come up with?
Nah, I mean, after that, I need to know how you're feeling, though.
Hold up. That's
Alright.
a good one, bro. How
Because
many?
all right, we used to use
It's all connected.
puñeta.
Puñeta.
We used to use that one.
Byron?
Fuck.
Yeah, all the time.
Coño.
Coño.
We didn't come up with them, but
We just started using them on the pod.
But there was
Pause.
Pause.
Those are fighting words.
Those are fighting words.
It's all connected.
It's all connected.
Irrelevant. Who's to say?
Irrelevant.
I'm off the henny. It's irrelevant though.
Yeah, that's
Irrelevant.
I'm off the henny, but it's irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
That was the legendary word.
Who's to
Oh,
say,
bro, that's not on camera either, is it?
No,
It's
bro.
maybe
GoPros?
I'll have to look into my
GoPros.
That would be that episode.
Then that's a puñeta episode. For real.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant as puñeta.
Desvergue.
This bad
Verga.
This bad That one's a good one, bro.
Fuck. Fuck. I'm like, you're coming up.
Those are pretty much. I
Nah.
think,
There's a few other ones, man. I know you know this.
I'm trying to think.
So am I, and I'm just like,
Trying to think of all the words that we've come up with. Well, phrases that we mainly use. a
So
lot.
a huevo.
so well. That's the one I was gonna. That's my word. I came up with that one.
Nah, that was Byron.
So a huevo.
Yeah, that was always saying like.
Was that yours,
He was
Byron?
always saying like, yeah, you should be the so a huevo of the team and shit.
Oh yeah, instead of the towel boy.
Yeah.
So where did I get that shit from? Because I never heard you say that shit, bro.
You got it from him. Bro. What are you talking about?
He's so
Or maybe-
quiet.
Or maybe he got it from you.
Me? No, I think you said it, bro.
Did I just fucking hijack that shit like The Rock took Booker T's?
Possibly.
Do you smell?
Probably.
That's probably what happened, huh?
Probably.
potato.
Yeah.
Damn. Fuck. Okay, so come to find out, I'm today years old when I did not create Soba Huevo.
Yeah, it's just crazy because we've gone through different, you could say, and I mean,
Changing
Places,
location.
we've outgrown
locations.
different places. I mean, went through
Well, we
starting
started
in my
in your
room,
bedroom.
bro.
No. Let's start about how both of y'all started it first.
Yeah.
So how's that feeling?
I mean, it's gone a long way to capture people's stories. I mean,
And then even before that, when it was a Mauricio thought.
I mean, well,
This is my wallet. This is just I'm gonna hold this for you, but I'm gonna hold it.
Changed owner.
You don't know how to act on this side, buddy. You don't know how to siéntese, mijo. I'm gonna put you in your place. Siéntese. Ya ves? Put you in your place.
That's where you belong.
that's your
That's your place.
He needs
Go to the right.
But yeah, so after
I think he needs a little bit of front camera
after
training.
three
People, he's
years
not so.
of doing this though, in the different, you could say, forms it's taken. I like the progression and the growth because I feel like everything has progressed, not just the plays we've been in and how we've gotten better at talking and interviewing people, but also the quality of everything. You know what I mean? Like from going to the room to going to the
audio,
studio, then
sure.
going to video, and understanding,
The Zooms.
and trying to figure out that struggle and getting there, and then going to the next part where now we're doing it here, and it's a whole different environment, but I feel like it's dope as fuck. You know what I mean?
And like what I was saying, like capturing people's story. You know, it sucks that a lot of them we didn't have video in the beginning. You know, it was audio only.
Like that John Sally one would have been
But
dope
just
to get it on video.
capturing
Gotta
people's
get John Sally back.
stories and just being able to, understand different subjects that we've never, encountered with or dealt with, and just talk to them about it and see like how that was interesting. So, I mean, I think that's been the fascinating thing, and that was the original intent. The original intent was just to talk to people and just to capture like their journey, where they're at. And Maury was even saying this when he was we were talking on Sunday, because he was like, man, there's an old episode we have of you. He's like, from 2 years ago. It's like the journal entry. Like, you should hear it and see like, how were you thinking back then 2 years ago, and how are you thinking now? And
How are we talking? How are we doing the podcast? Everything. Like it's an interesting thing to go back and listen to it. Like there's times I go back and listen to our first episode, and I haven't done that in a long time. But to do that, it's like dope. And then to see the first time when we interviewed you, and then all that, and then when Byron started to join the podcast and all that, and how it collectively also came together to where it's at now. Because it didn't start this way at all.
Nah, but
That's a lot of people don't know.
You know what I love about it? It's how like I feel like a brotherhood was created out of it. A bond that like
a support team.
Nah, definitely. But that bond, I feel like we're like brothers, yo. Like we go places. We can be in Vegas together. Like now I'm just thinking about what places in the world are we gonna notch off our calendar or off even the map, to be like we went there as a group. That shit would be fucking phenomenal. Just to be like you traveled the world with certain people, you know what I'm saying, that you've already got to know behind a microphone and then off the camera, like, I'm blessed to know you guys. That shit's incredible. It's been an awesome it's been 3 years already then, right?
Pretty
Awesome
much.
3 years, yo. Like, it's crazy even to think that it's 3 years already.
And just to break it to y'all, this is the last podcast we do. No, just kidding.
Fuck. I don't even see
Breaking
myself
news.
not doing a podcast.
Yeah, it's hard to see that. Like, honestly, I know there might be a day where, like, our lives are a little bit more consumed with things, but I still feel like we'll be able to do at least once every couple weeks, once a month, if it comes to that.
No. I feel like...
But I'm still gonna do that shit. Hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna stop doing this shit.
I'm gonna say by that point, Zoom calls are gonna be way more better. Obviously, the streams
Hopefully.
go on, but I would say with anything that you want to keep up with, and like you just make time for anything that that's a priority to you is something and hopefully we all just always keep this a priority at least on Mondays. That'd be dope.
I feel like it's pretty easy on the Mondays for the most
Right.
part. It makes me look forward to Mondays for the most part. I mean, for me, usually Mondays are my day off too, so it just works out perfectly for me to
Same.
like
I mean,
kind of
my
be
Mondays are
all
slow as
zoned
hell.
into like this is a podcast day, kind of ready for mentally prepare yourself for it too, type of thing.
To me, it's like a therapy session.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like all of us have probably from when we were in the pandemic to where we are now, like we've all gone through different things that have like where this was a therapy session, where this
change us,
this
mold
was
us.
this was that time we can just like not think about maybe our own struggles and just talk about, you know, something going on in the world, you know what I mean, and freely think and freely just, you know what I mean, just express and all that stuff, you know what I mean. I think that sometimes that was a very powerful thing that I think has helped me personally, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys. And even Manny, I remember those times he'd put up to the studio and he'd be like, "Bro, I'm not feeling it today," or something like that.
Yeah.
And like we talk
I
about it.
haven't heard you talk
we-
like that in a minute.
We talk about things, and then we would start the
Well,
pod.
I mean,
and
there
by the
was
time we would leave,
times-
it would be straight to go.
I mean, there was times where I had a stressful work day, and since Maury was the first one I would see before I would see you or I would see Byron, I would just be like, "Hey, look, this happened to me. I got pissed off. I'm trying to get this off my chest and out of my mind before we start the pod because I don't want to bring that energy." And I've always been big on that, like, because I'm the type of person that if something happens to me, I don't like to punish another person has nothing to do with it.
Right.
You know?
Happened to me recently.
Because there's people that are like that. Like I have people, I work with people that are like that, where if something happens to them that has nothing to do with work, that's external, right? Something's happening in their home, something happening to them in their personal life, they bring that same energy and they lash out.
Right.
You know? So I've always been the opposite of that. I'm always like, I don't want to punish someone that has nothing to do with it. Like, why let out frustration and anger on someone that has nothing to do with what is happening to me? So I would always tell him, like, dude, I just need to talk about this. Like, I just need to let it get off my chest, whether I fought with someone, whether, you know, whatever it may be, right? Something happened. Sometimes there were maybe situations that happened to me on the road, altercations, whatever. But I would just, all right, let me get this off my chest and then bring a more positive vibe to the pod. So that when I'm coming onto the mic, when I'm talking, when I'm saying stuff, it's no longer about that. You know, that's out of my mind, out of sight, because, all right, the pod doesn't deserve that. You guys don't deserve that, you know? So in that sense, I do, you know, I agree with him where it's like those were moments where that has helped me.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
I was a trip. I had to leave, 3 weeks ago? Just going through it. And I just could not, I didn't want to bring that energy myself. And we're setting up here now. So this is kind of like, I don't have to leave after I'm done with work. I literally just wait for you guys to show up till we start setting up. And that day was like, your energy's not going to be top tier or even close to be. Because sometimes you get here and it's like, you aren't feeling it. And I could relate to that and just being like, damn, I have to. Well, especially when we first started, it was. I feel like in the first year, I don't know about you guys, but for me, my commitment to it was very like minimal in the sense of like, I just got to show up. Because the studio was just like, by the time we got to when we did the house, it was like, I just got to show up to my parents' house. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like,
but you started showing up more at the studio.
Yeah, because
At
the house we were
had
short lived.
We had
it was very short lived, huh?
It was only like a month or two.
Yeah.
And you didn't join the pod like that until like the second
studio.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
The
we had
studio.
just a guest, and then we had a couple more
I
guests.
remember
We had
being at the
Raul.
house a few times, though.
We had Raul. Because we started Sports Wave and you started joining us for Sports Wave. But we had like Raul the first time that you weren't with us. We had the homie Alex that you weren't with us. We had like a couple pods that we did internally, I think, too. And then you were our
Johnny.
guest, and then
we
we
had
started.
your homegirl. He wasn't on that one either.
That was at the studio.
Yeah, it was the studio. Yeah.
You know, so
I was already on the podcast. I just didn't make that podcast episode.
No,
Nah, I think you started once we were at the studio.
You started
I think.
after her.
Cause no,
You
she
were on
was
a guest though. You were our first guest.
not at the studio.
You were the first guest at the house.
At the house, exactly.
In general, you were our first guest in general, actually.
Right, exactly. But after that, we were at the house for a little bit.
Yeah, you joined us on Sports Wave. Yeah. Sports
And
Wave
then-
started at the house,
And then maybe a month after being at the house, we went
which was
to
like
the
4
studio.
episodes. Yeah.
And then one of those episodes, I could not make it for whatever reason. I might have been going through withdrawal. Cause I remember in the beginning of this, I was battling that shit. So it was like,
It's possible, but yeah, that's when we had Susie Ayala on it. Shouts out to her.
cause I'm not at
Yeah, because we had Susie. We had that coworker that was.
Check this the fuck out. This
our
perspective.
coworker
we
that
had
was-
So
Magic
I
and
was
Chris.
high for
Yeah.
6 months of the podcast.
Yeah, because he wasn't
Yeah.
on with Magic or Chris either.
No,
Actually,
he wasn't with Magic.
I
and
was
Chris.
I was
it's because I think at first we had you just on Sportsway.
No, we had you strategically on sports.
like and then that's
You
when
wouldn't do the guest stuff. Then
Yeah.
after you got integrated with the guest stuff.
Yeah, bro, that's how it was. That's how it was.
y'all not hearing me. I was high for 6 months.
No, I know,
of the
but I
podcast.
understand that. But
So that
but
means,
also since
that
you were
means-
high and I was conscious of shit, this is how things were going, my guy.
not even, bro.
Yes, bro.
I would tell you I couldn't come because I was withdrawing half the time. I couldn't find we're going through COVID. I could not find pills like that at the time. So it was like I could not. I would tell you like, bro, I can't make it today. And then it was
Because, bro,
like,
I even
that's
had,
what I'm telling you. My
we
commitment
even-
was
we even-
minimal.
We even had Jeff Izzo, which was my school professor,
Yeah.
and you weren't with us on that one, dog. Like I was saying, like
Didn't you guys
One,
also have
two-
Johnny as a guest?
Yeah, no,
The
but on that one he was
bartender.
there. He was there for that one.
Yeah, I was there.
you
That's what I'm
see, the first one that I'm seeing right now is the first time we had.
It's that picture on that brown table.
No,
right?
no. The very first one was we had Sri Lanka Dang Patum on there. That was the first time.
That 3-hour episode.
That is a.
Oh yeah, I remember I left on that one when it hit like midnight.
Bro,
or
it's
something.
3 hours and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Yo, you're not lying.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro. I remember
when
I was
we-
high. A lot of these. I was popping pills in that episode.
But you see, that one you were there for. The
what
one
month was
the
that?
One with the
What day
bartender,
was that?
Nah,
That was September 18, 2020.
I got sober 20 going into 21, bro. That's what I'm telling you. 6 months. I was still the
Because
podcast
you weren't
is
there.
3
You weren't there
years.
for Johnny Franco. You
The-
weren't there for.
But it's because
Who
I
the
was
fuck
going
is-
through my shit. I'm telling you.
That was. See, with this rapper dude, the homie Tommy, you were there for that one.
I'm telling you, I was high, bro. I was popping for those. I
were there
remember
for- you were
popping
there
for Tommy,
for-
bro. Because I
you
was
were
like,
there
I gotta
for-
vibe out because he does.
You were there
I
for
know
Carlos. Were
I
you there
was-
for? You were there for the drummer Danny Herrera. I don't think
Nah,
you
he
were there for that
wasn't
one.
there for that one. I was there for that.
Then
one.
after that was John Sally.
Yeah, and I remember I was.
And then
upset.
after that was the Armenia episode. You were there for that with the homie
Bro,
Andy.
we were there.
Yeah.
How was the whole? I was
Luis
on the podcast
Martinez.
by the time we were still at the house. Because it was like you
No,
had
we're
started.
not saying you weren't.
No, I know,
but
but
we're
that's
just
what
saying you weren't doing the guest ones.
I'm
though.
just so
I think,
shocked.
I think you became a firm like when you were on everything after that when it was after John Sally.
But I was already on it like before. It was just like I said, I'm battling this thing because check the dates. September, that's 2 months. By the time I started like, all right, I'm gonna go clean was going into 21.
Because we had you on in June, which was the first month that we did. We went 4 episodes deep with me and him. Then we went with you. Then we did 6, 7, 8, 9. All it was just us. And I think Battle of LA was when I think they were playing in before
It's the Clippers. And
and the
Lakers.
bubble or something like
We were
that.
watching the game and then
Yeah,
talking about
that
it.
was I think you were on with us on
But
that
we
one.
watched that at
and
the
then
house.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Then episode 11 was when we got to
So
the studio, and I
That's
think
every Monday. That's 11 weeks. That's 2 months.
uh-huh.
No,
That's
but
August
back-
8th.
back
That's
then,
almost
it wasn't
3 months.
on
Almost
Mondays.
3 months.
It was on Wednesdays.
Oh yeah, it was twice a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh snap, yo, that was a trip.
Yeah, we didn't do
Yo,
everything on
we
Monday.
came a long
Yeah, you see, that's
fucking
why it was
way.
different, bro. Because you would join us on Mondays for Sports Wave, and Wednesdays were the days we were
For
doing
interviews.
in the Current.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And then
I know
at
why I
some
came
point
on
it'd be-
on,
and then-
on the. Well, I mean, I was already there, but it was like you remember we had the conversations where
yeah, you
I
were there
could
with
bring
Sports
I
Wave.
could bring some guests that I was
That
like
was
'cause of my
John Sally
client-
was
yeah,
like that
like
first
it was
one that
like
was like consistent, but
it was a notable one basically. Like,
Patum was the one where you were there like. That was the one, the first episode on
Yeah, I left-
of
I
interview
left
that were
that
there.
I know I was high because with the break that we took when you left, I went to
I
go.
left that episode.
went
I
to go-
remember because it got to midnight and I was like, I need to go work, y'all. Yeah. I remember that
Damn.
episode.
Nah, man, like how we doing with what was that shit we used to call?
The accountabilities.
Yeah,
We
accountability.
used to do accountability
check.
just-
Well, I've been
after-
sober.
after-
What?
after-
Now we're gonna call them wellness checks.
Since it's men's mental illness.
Yeah.
You know, keep it out.
Yeah,
We're
make
gonna evolve
sure.
to wellness check.
We're gonna
Shout out to
phone- we're
Ja.
gonna- No, you know what that's gonna mean? We're gonna phone in a relative and ask them about you. So I'm gonna call Lisa and be like, "Hey, how's Enzo doing?"
He's a fucking asshole, all right? You know your brother.
Or else I'm gonna call your mom, and then you know what I mean. That's how we're gonna do it.
¿Cómo está? ¿Qué está haciendo?
Do a wellness check. Oh, we're gonna do that, when one of you motherfuckers don't show up. That's what we're gonna do.
Hey.
One of you three guys, because I'm always here.
I was about to say that.
None of you three
What's
guys.
gonna happen when
I'm
Mauricio
gonna call y'all.
Hey, at times Mauricio hasn't shown up, the podcast doesn't happen.
Podcast
Does
don't
not
work.
happen.
It doesn't happen.
So that fuck you, right?
Hey, bro,
That's just as
you guys
bad.
can change that, bro. I went out of my way to show you guys one time.
Wait, no, but that was the old setup.
Yeah,
it was
it's a whole new
here.
ball
It's a
game.
whole new ball
Alright.
game.
He's
then,
probably
bro.
the closest to knowing how to even set it up.
Back then, it was just power switch, computer on. It wasn't me actually knowing how to do stuff.
Right.
And they just pop the program, put in the names, we're good.
See,
know?
ladies and gentlemen, you can see, ladies and gentlemen. Jeez, I didn't have to say anything.
See, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
didn't have to say
his
anything.
seat is allá. Not acá.
It's everywhere.
Nah, man.
You know,
We're blessed to have
3
this guy,
years
man. This
has
guy
been
is
dope.
very...
everybody. I mean,
we would not have a podcast
if we don't
it
have
wasn't for Mauricio.
when
We
don't
gotta
have
give him a round of applause.
when we don't have one person. So we don't have one person. It's always like it's like on one leg. It's like a 3-legged dog.
Facts.
We making it through, but we stumbling. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, man. Little Enzo and Aubrey and Kobe B.
And I don't know if you ever seen two dogs and they don't know each other and they're getting to know each other and then at some point they're like running around and start playing. That's just us with guests.
Mm-hmm.
Like at first we're like sniffing each other's ass and shit.
Sick as analogies.
So
What analogy, people?
it's like that's the small
I'm trying to
talk.
have more female. I'm trying to have more female guests. And he doing this shit. My wife's gonna be like, "What the fuck are they talking on that podcast?"
Hey, bro, all dog lovers out there gonna love it though. That's all. That
I don't know
matters,
if
bro.
Lisa's there yet. She lets the cats out more than the dog.
I've never owned a cat, so I don't know how they act, bro. I'm sorry. I've
Bro,
seen dogs.
You had Simba for a little bit.
Bro, I don't know the fuck somebody is, bro. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. I just don't know that.
He's like some random cat you associating with me.
Hold up, is it Simba or Kimba?
I don't know, bro. I remember just dogs, bro. And every time I see two dogs
Damn,
interact,
that makes me feel like
it's
you
sniffing ass, bro.
You probably were. Damn, bro, you were probably at the
I'll
house
be like,
for.
does your shit stink? Oh yeah, your shit stink.
So when you're sniffing somebody's ass for the podcast, how's it smell?
You're gonna be like that guy. Can you get off your seat? Can you get off your seat?
This dog smells his own ass.
I didn't go all the way down, bro. Fuck
You was fucking whiffed it. You whiffed it, and you keep dropping that lighter. You drop it one more time, I'm taking it. You know how to act on this fucking front end of the camera, man. Fuck.
Oh, man.
See, ladies and gentlemen, the
That's why he
executive
stays on
producer
that side?
stays on that side.
Damn.
All right, y'all.
He's like all in the
Let me
videos,
ask you guys. That was a franchise of GTA.
all in the songs.
What's your favorite game have been
Come
at
to that rope.
GTA so far?
What?
He said out of GTA, which one's the best one?
Which one's been your favorite one?
Vice City.
I'm torn
What?
because I'm torn
Okay.
because Vice City introduced me to it through this guy, and then San Andreas
San Andreas is the legendary one.
revolutionized it for me because then I owned it.
San Andreas was
That's the one I
It
was.
was
like,
it was
I was
ahead
like,
of its time, bro.
I don't gotta
It's
go
one
to
of
the
those
house
games
anymore.
That it was ahead of its time.
I got it at my house now.
that's the most legendary.
Bro, the
one, San
moment
Andreas.
that the Alberto household got a PlayStation 2, it's just a game changer. Because we were like a couple consoles behind for the longest. Now I had to go to this guy's house. And I would love going to his house, man. I'd be like, why don't I fucking love you, bro? Everybody fuck with you in school. I fucking got you, bro. He would let me.
Cause you let me play video
He
games.
always let me take his turn, bro. Like, everybody else was like, and it was almost like, boy, I got this shit all day, bro. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Your mom would come in the room and be like, all right, it's time to go.
I know, bro. I
30
used to
minutes later, you
fucking-
guys are still there.
And then it was crazy because I'd be like, I don't know what I would tell her to go send her back to talk to this was mom for another 20 minutes or so. And I'd knock out a couple more like fucking rounds of San Andreas or like learn like this shit was sick. And then damn, it was a good
Then
time.
GTA
and then
4 came
finally
out.
we got
Oh no, they came out with all this other stuff. I remember Liberty City Stories came out for the PSP. Vice City
You
Stories.
see, you graduated
all
too
that.
fast. Slow down, slowly roll, slowly roll.
What was after that?
Before that, I got a PS1 and the little white one I got at Target for $50. And before we even got San Andreas, bro, we had Driver. And then because we already played Vice City through them. I'm telling you, we're consoles behind. We're lagging. We're like, every time we're looking forward to going to his house because it's like, oh shit, he got the latest. He got the latest shit. We're still on PS1, motherfucker. Like, I remember seeing the PS1 at his house a few years before that, and it wasn't even his. It was his homies. It was Danny's homies' shit, and they were playing Formula One. That's why now I fucking love that game because I played that back then. So it's like, and it was like minimal because it was like every time Danny was there, it was like he was getting out of school, so I had to beat him there. It was crazy, bro. So it was like, man, being sober, you get all these memories. It's fucking insane. But anywho, where was I going with this shit?
Nah, the memory failed.
Fucking just. I just said that whole line of the memory, like going.
You guys were consoles.
You overheated the engine, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I'm old and fried.
So, you know, 4 or 5 came out. Now
Oh,
the
yeah.
6th one's
What
coming
game is
out.
the best one.
The 6th one's coming out.
I think Driver. I just-
So
Oh, differently. Need for Speed 2.
they're saying with this new GTA 6 thing coming out is that the money you make in GTA 6 can transfer into reality.
Have you guys
How
seen the
much
movie?
more is it gonna make a
Have you guys seen the movie Ready Player One?
Very long time ago.
You haven't seen that movie?
Yeah, I have like very.
That's
Like, when it
concept
came
is-
out.
That's one of my favorite movies. I don't know, like it's like in my top 10, but it has like a variation of that in that movie where like
Yeah, where people live in reality.
It's
they
the
live
metaverse
very
coming to life even more.
Very crappy lives, but then when they enter the video game, like they have everything.
Because I mean, we see it right now with GTA 5 and playing online, and how people like. I don't know if you ever seen there. You could do bank heists. You could have like a whole.
Well,
crew
the crazy
running,
thing
you could do all
about
this
that
stuff
is like,
there.
let's say if you're really good at that game, right? And let's say you have a following, you're popular, and you create a Twitch or a Kick or whatever, and you stream that shit, revenue. So that's, you know, we didn't have that when we had Vice City and we had San Andreas. Like, the kids nowadays, shit. FaZe Clan, look what the fuck they
Yeah. So if you make $2,000, how much did that transfer over? I want to see what the actual transfer rate
the ratio is.
Yeah, like, do you get $2,000 or like
Nah.
you made $2,000, they give you $2? Like
2 cents.
You know,
A
like
nickel.
what is the actual? Oh, you made money in the game. Then it
My
transfers to
question
real
is,
money.
this is the question of the hour right here. Nobody's talking about this. If that's if that's a fact that the money would translate, what's the cheat code?
How's it get hacked?
Well, the cheat code was the hack before,
That's what I'm
remember?
saying. Yeah.
So what's the cheat code? Is it gonna work?
Yeah, the cheat code was when you
I mean,
try to get full
all right, Byron. You know the cheat code? Tell me the cheat code.
the full health one.
Give me it.
Oh, I don't remember by memory.
All right. Hold on. Let me fuck your mind up real quick. Hold up.
This was gonna bring in the remote.
He's gonna bring in the remote. He's like, I remember it by memory. Hold on, I need to hold it.
Put it on the camera, and I know now you remember, right? Nah.
This fool. The only one I.
Oh shit!
This was just doing some.
That's how he would do it back then too. He would just like look at the sky and shit, and I'd be like, "What the fuck, Byron?" And I'd be like dying, and I'd be like,
The only one I remember how to
It
do.
was L1, R1, X, left, down.
Legend.
R,
Legend.
L1,
Legend.
R2, something like that.
"There you go, legend."
See, I only remember the one is the jetpack one, bro.
That
And
was-
I needed that
he
shit,
loved
bro,
that one
because
back then.
if I was ever in some shit I needed to get away, bro, jetpack, bro. Instant, you get it, and you just fucking take off, bro. San Andreas. That was my favorite cheat code.
I can't believe my brother the last time we went to Target was about to spend $20 to buy the.
GTA 5, yeah. $20, bro. To do
Buy
some.
it online.
to
That's
do
what
some-
I was saying.
I like the physical, bro. I like the fact that inside the physical it brings the map, dog. I've always liked that about GTA.
Really? He still does it?
Yeah.
I need to buy a new one then.
That's what I like about it, bro. You open that, yeah, see the big old map, but like
I actually can't.
kids
do that
these
no more.
days don't even know what a map is, bro. There's no GPS, bro. But a physical map, dog.
You know why I'm
that's
tired
dope,
of
bro.
physicals?
Bro. Kids these days don't know what a compass is, bro.
You know what I'm tired
Exactly,
of physicals,
bro.
Mauricio? Because last night, I spent a few hours putting all my physicals in early fashion, Xbox and PS4s, PS5s, the little that I had, because I went digital after getting the PS5, the new console. But
Oh.
it's just like, there's a lot of fucking shit to cover, bro. Like, I saw Madden fucking 15 or something. I was like, damn, bro, I still have this piece of shit? Like, and it's worth nothing now if I go to GameStop with it. So,
Wait, it's for PS4.
yep.
Interesting.
He's
Is
like-
that the one with
Marshawn Lynch in the front, I think.
No, not Marshawn Lynch. Richard Sherman.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's the guy from the
He's gonna
Seahawks.
be
at
like,
that time.
you could pass it over.
No.
Yeah, because
shit's whack.
that's Denver Broncos with
You can
Peyton
get
Manning.
the
I'll
latest
take that.
one from last year for $20.
No, I want that one. I want that one.
But
But you know who's playing the system though, bro. I saw this recently and it tripped me out, bro. Because I mean, the last couple of years we've seen this whole thing
who's to
that,
say he's really playing the system?
well,
bro?
because I mean,
That's another
you know
phrase.
who's to say?
That's
Who's to
another
say?
phrase. That's my phrase. I made that one up. That's two. It's all connected. And who's to say? Damn.
And then he got annoyed when we used it against you.
After a while, you guys started fucking, yeah.
Because we would say it all the time back to you.
But it was because
who's to say?
I guess,
Who's to say?
yeah, you used to say it like that.
And then,
That's
and then
why.
you would get all riled up.
But it's
and-
because you guys used to say it like that.
Well,
It's
yeah,
all on your
because
deliveries,
nah,
motherfuckers.
motherfucker, bro, you would say it for everything, bro. You wanted like to
Well, it's because I'm always the devil's advocate.
nah.
And who's to say I'm not? See?
Who's to say? So who's to say? And then,
All
I remember there was an episode where that's all we did. I think we did it to Maury, and Maury just wanted to turn it off.
Remember the episode when me and Mauricio, when I attacked Mauricio? And we were not on camera?
No, it was over already.
Almost every, it was over already?
Yeah.
I thought it was in the middle of the episode.
Oh, you're talking about the one where we used to have the table.
Yeah, and I attacked
We had that
the
little
couch.
glass table, and then you rushed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the episode when I cut your hair?
that was another episode? Yeah.
I don't think that
Not
ever
this
got
episode when I
posted,
cut your
though.
hair.
Nah.
This was proper.
I don't think that ever got posted though because all I heard was bzzz.
Your editing skills must have been ass back then.
It just wasn't meant for that, bro. At the moment, like, just wasn't, bro.
How does, man, that's crazy, y'all. We went from being audio only to now we on fucking, we went from being on live too.
I hated
Twitch.
doing that.
Yeah.
You know, I actually like that. You know why?
Nah,
didn't.
bro.
I had fans.
hated it.
I had fans.
But
I didn't like it at all.
Nah, it's better to edit. Yeah.
nah.
Yes. Yeah.
Trust me, bro. It was a
It's
pain in
better
the
to
ass.
edit.
Better,
Then I would go
yeah,
back
you're right. I don't want
sometimes
to play horse.
And depending on like your
I don't want to play horse.
Thank you, bro. On another note,
depending on your
chippy chippy
Wi-Fi,
cheerio.
bro.
I just say if I know how to say
Yeah, exactly,
There
bro.
it is. There it is.
Some lies will get you in trouble, bro. Shit.
Lies.
Lives.
Oh.
Vidas.
Lies.
Vidas. Not
Chip, chip, cheerio.
mentiras. Vidas.
La vida de la Huh?
Huh?
¿Qué?
Come on.
Anywho,
Know your place.
to the right.
To the right.
To the left. To the right. To the left. To the right. So
Let's do the dance.
Through the douche.
douche. So all right. So get serious for sure, bro.
Who's to say?
It's our anniversary, bro. We're fucked up.
Hey man.
I pour up today, man.
Right.
My girl's gonna get some stank dick today.
Whoa.
whoa. Why you gotta be stank, bro?
It's an insider on me and her and I. No.
I don't know, dog.
You ain't seen the interview,
It
bro?
don't matter, bro. You. I don't know. What
You haven't seen the interview, bro?
What interview?
The movie with was James Franco?
You know what he's
The
talking about?
interview, yeah.
You haven't-
movie,
you know
the
what I'm talking
interview.
about, right?
With
He's
Seth
like-
Rogen.
he's like,
Go to
I
I'm
got-
North-
sorry, bro.
I
I
got
got thrown
stank
off. At first, he said, "You haven't seen the interview?" And like
the movie.
I
The
know, but I didn't know he was
movie
talking about the
interview.
movie. I was like, "Wait, what interview?" Like, come on, bro. We were just watching.
I
like,
always send you
we were
interviews.
just
I know.
watching
I know.
all these other clips before we started the pod. So I'm like,
That wasn't an interview.
That was a reaction video.
no, but
That wasn't even a reaction.
of interview though.
No,
in a sense, basically.
The shit we were watching right now, the last one was like a dating type.
That was some wild shit,
That
bro.
shit was
Shout out
fucking
to,
funny, though.
To Philly, though.
It's like a blind date type shit.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was
We should
fucking
do that
dope.
one day.
Y'all should do that.
You're gonna be the one telling us what to tell the girl. Yes, I know.
I'll be the only one.
Nah, it's gonna be one of us there, and then us, the other three of us, are gonna be
We're
saying,
gonna figure out a game that
"Tell
we
her
do it our own.
if you eat ass on
when
the
it's
first
all
date."
y'all three of y'all out there, and it's like 10 of them bitches. So y'all could And I'll be the one asking the question. Hey, Mauricio, tell her you have a rocket launcher.
You ever seen a red rocket? I'm just kidding.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Damn, bro.
That girl.
Yo, British people, man.
So, is there really a law that after 10 kids you don't pay child support?
Why are you asking me that shit? Is it because I always tell you?
Because you had 3, brother.
Is it?
You got 7 more to go, and then you in the clear.
But I was about to say, I only got 1 baby mama, so I need at least like
Still.
7 other baby mamas.
No, because I think it can still apply just 10 in general,
he looked
bro.
straight at you, bro, when he said that. He looked at no one else in the room.
Is
He
it
didn't
ca-
even address it to the
Hey,
camera.
I think I know why.
He looked
But
straight at you,
another
bro.
phrase of mine. It's because y'all don't know until you got
connected.
kids. That's why you said
Oh,
that shit to
shut
me.
up,
That's my
exactly.
phrase, isn't it?
I guess.
I always use it on you guys.
Yeah.
You won't know until it happens.
So
You can't speak on the subject.
I don't know about that one because that one ain't happened to me. Luckily, she ain't take half of it or a percentage because those females are taking a percentage at one point. If you're
But if you
out
have
of
more
10,
than 10,
if you're at a 10, if it's more than 10, that means he's at 11 though, right?
yeah.
So,
How many does he have?
I mean, you can't technically if you're like say if he's earning.
Well, it didn't
3
one
months,
pass away?
3K a month,
Rest in
bro,
peace?
Like that'd be crazy, bro.
He doubled up with after that one.
so the person that said this was Bray Tacey. I don't know who this is, but she claimed it on the show that Nick Cannon doesn't have to pay child support, but her lawyer said that's not the case.
Of course not. Why is that?
Why?
not
Because
the
he has
case?
an agreement with them.
I
or-
think it depends on what state these children live in.
that's valid. Yeah,
So right here it says he owes child support for those babies under California law.
if he had them in California though.
If they live in California as well, though.
I mean-
I don't think if it's you had them there, it's where they reside.
Ouch.
That's why he probably kept in Atlanta or something. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Exactly. bro.
Atlanta. Why Atlanta? What laws over there you could bend?
Who knows, bro?
Men and their laws.
You know, so he might have done that, you know. But we also saw the first interview of Andrew Tate after some time that we saw him incarcerated. Is that the right way to say it? In prison with these accusations of, like they're saying on BBC, that
He
was supposed
sex
to be
trafficking.
rape, sex trafficking. He said that the rape charge was thrown out and all this thing. And what'd you think about that interview, Enzo?
So I saw it in its entirety, and I feel like they don't got nothing on them. And now I think the BBC is just trying to slander and continue these hit jobs like Vice did on him before. And like, he's kind of very just astute and very smart to flip shit on its head against them. I don't know. I feel like
I mean, but it's
they're trying to drag it out to just be like, oh, at the end of the day, we're gonna forget about it type shit. I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. Like kind of how like Alex Jones was. Like they took away his platform and all that, and then little by little he started coming back on Joe Rogan, started going on Andrew Schultz, and like
I'd like to see him on Joe Rogan.
who?
Andrew Tate.
I don't think the powers that be want him on there yet.
That's too much of a powerful
That
platform.
yeah, that'd be like that's what I'm saying. Like
You think Joe Rogan is getting control like that?
it's not about him.
It's not about.
That's
Joe
why he's in
Rogan.
Romania and being held over there, bro. It's because if you're over there,
His
you
case is not done yet.
yeah, you can't come over here. And then another thing is,
Technically,
he doesn't want to come
alright,
over
so
here.
If you want to talk about who made him really famous, it was an actual comedian who made him famous.
Andrew Tate?
No, it was Andrew Tate. The person that made him famous is Tom Segura. So I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Yeah.
So Tom Segura.
He's a guy that comes out on Joe Rogan a lot.
Yeah. So Tom Segura has several shows with his wife, and one of the shows that he has with his wife is reacting to videos, and they started reacting to his videos that he would do in his house, and the stuff that he would say, and they would just be like, "Dude, this guy's hilarious."
How long ago was this though?
This was years ago, before he blew up the way he did. And then they brought him and interviewed him. That interview that they did with him, that's millions of views.
Because I saw Andrew Tate on Fresh and Fit during COVID, like because that's when I started watching Fresh and Fit, and he was like,
Do you still watch Fresh and Fit?
no,
Okay. It's clear that the air, guys.
Not at all.
Cool.
That shit. I stopped watching Fresh and Fit shortly after they.
And we're gonna get there right now too.
I literally, this is when I stopped watching Fresh and Fit, when they got to No Jumper, when they started hitting that realm and like making those waves and interviews. Reason being,
And then when they got exposed,
is because they went on No Jumpers because they had gotten exposed and all that shit. So that's when I was like, I got off them and I started watching other guys and shit. But to backtrack, that's why I heard of Andrew Tate was on maybe 3 years ago during COVID.
I remember when we would come to the studio and watch those videos of him with all the women there.
And exactly. So remember, one of those guys sitting there was Andrew Tate.
Yes, I'm saying that's the one. That's what I remember. Well, that's the like one of the few videos I remember of the Fresh and Fit thing when you would put it out there.
Right, and like that's why I'm interested to see these videos. Like, send me one of those videos, bro. That's like crazy. I never knew that he knew about him before.
Yeah, they would react to his very old videos where
Tom Segura.
when Tate didn't even have the beard. He looked very different.
He was very younger and all that. Yeah.
It's a trip too because even now
before the roids.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he said he doesn't take roids.
I'm just fucking. That's on.
You think he takes roids?
I don't think so. I think that especially for the progression of the years.
He has a lean body.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Now he looks yacked.
Now, but before he had
like before he even went
think
in,
about
he
what he was.
yacked.
But he says he was doing like 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, or whatever. I mean, he was basically in isolation.
No, but even before then, like when he was in a kickboxer, he looked lean right there.
He was scrawnier.
He looked lean right there. Then after, when he started doing his runs, like when he did before he got all this, like when they did the Valuetainment episode, you could see.
I remember one of the first Andrew Tate videos I saw too was one that you showed me with this guy that it was his YouTube video and he was like
that was the one where I liked that one because it had nothing. They were just talking about
this fool was just she was showing him how to like box and stuff, and then the cars and that was it.
Yeah,
he's showing him about the Chiron and all that.
Yeah, when
he had
Dubai, he shows his Bugatti. And
they go boxing and they're kickboxing.
Yeah, they go to the gym, they work out, they talk about working out, they box.
Yeah, it's nothing like Fresh and Fit.
But that was a video we saw way after we saw Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
Was it after?
That came out after.
Yeah.
All right.
But
so there's that going on with that interview. You know, the
not
girls
much out of that interview.
She was just trying to pin him and get him, and he did the right thing as far as saying like, especially ongoing case, he can't talk about.
Right, exactly.
She kept going. I plead the fifth. It's an ongoing case. I plead the fifth.
You know.
Yeah. And should have just held the paper, bro. The fifth.
I don't want to call myself a Tate apologist or a fan or anything like that. I would say more that I agree with a lot of things he says in his views. You know what I mean? Not
One
everything.
thing I'm gonna say is
they
did ask him about that property shit.
They did basically,
and he
clarified in a sense too.
But he's also saying he was sarcastic about certain stuff, and that.
But also the context and on how she said it's almost how like what our guest said last week, like how she said I'll probably be it. You know what I mean? That's what the girl said too. You know what I mean? And then it's that I think that's where the OnlyFans things have come too, because she happens to be an OnlyFans girl. So he said, so that means he owns that too, because if that's his, because the whole thing was like not just if he owns the property, it's like if you own her body part.
Right.
That's what the whole thing what she was bringing up in that interview with BBC. So he puts the whole context together, how she was already saying it herself that that belongs to him, and then he's like, oh well, you have an OnlyFans, so that mean that all belongs to him as well.
And he just putting the context into it. Yeah, but it goes. I don't know, man. Andrew Tate's polarizing.
He is.
How do you feel about?
I think there's a lot of polarizing figures. I think Joe Rogan can be considered polarizing. I think in some aspects, just in the day and age we live in, even someone like Pat David could be considered polarizing. Kevin Samuels was someone that was polarizing for the most part. And then, we have other people that right now you could say, I don't have the exact, or for example, the guys from Fresh and Fit, the Sneakio guy, all these guys have some kind of polarization, if you will, or some kind of extreme to them that, I don't know if people gravitate towards it because they agree. Some people agree for sure. Some people are more on the tip where they just almost curious or just almost trying to see the perspective. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, mainly most of their audience is young men, though. Like, majority of their audience is young men, and it's a lot of guys that don't have experience or don't know. And the thing is that message gets old once you like have your own experiences. Like that message that you're throwing out there, you're like, eh.
Well, you know what's crazy about hearing guys like Fresh and Fit and the banter that they continue to display is that they should display a lot of immaturity, and then their lack of commitment is alarming.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're preaching all this stuff, right? But yet, I saw a clip of somebody talking to one of Andrew Tate's friends too. That was interesting. How I sent it to my brother this week, and she kind of put this dude in his place where she said, "How do you preach to men about self-control, but then
I saw that one. I've seen that clip.
not have the self-control?"
Who is that other dude? Because I've seen him before.
He's one of Andrew Tate's homies.
Oh, for
I
real?
forgot his name. He's a ginger hair dude, like a white boy with.
He's
orange.
also part of the community.
Right. Red pill
but
sphere.
the girl that's asking him that is a Christian woman.
And she has a
she said
dope podcast,
she
yo.
said, as a Christian woman, she's
The Karen that I
asking
told you
him-
about?
She's asking him, hey, all right, you guys preach self-control in all these areas, but yet in this certain area, you don't preach it. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to do that.
He's like, and I'm not gonna say I'm
Yeah.
not triggered by you.
Yeah.
And then when
yeah.
you're clearly triggered by him,
Yeah.
by her remark, and it's just interesting
Would you
because
still consider Andrew Tate to be part of this Red Pill community, though?
at this point, especially with
Because I feel like he's denounced it a lot in the last, especially since he's been out of jail in a sense.
well,
And then on top of that, because like
the red pill
'cause we're
definitely
looking
evolved
at-
into something else. For one,
okay,
so
it's the blue pill.
no,
Nah, because the
it went
majority-
extreme, bro.
Because when it began, especially during the pandemic, when it got like that rise, it started out with like we want to help men or just get a perspective, and then it launched to then an extreme of like hatred of women, and it's like whoa, like
Well, it's kind of
that's
like the
not-
polar opposite of what feminism is.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like for the last I don't know. I don't even want to say something that's might cause me some drama, but it's like 10 years feminism's been on the rise where it's like we got Me Too movement, we have the
Well, it's kind of like
all
what
these
it's kind of what
things.
I was asking again when we had the guest last week was, do you feel like that effect has garnered and kind
Yeah, there's
of
always a
generated
response.
these types of
Yeah.
content creators, if you will?
well, it's a cause and
and
effect.
Cause and effect,
right.
yeah, yeah.
If you
So
go to
because of
one
that, there's gonna be
extreme-
one polarity.
If you go to one
It's the yin
extreme,
and the yang.
eventually the other extreme is gonna
it's
come
catch
out.
up.
It's like
yeah.
the dark and the light. It's got to come out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I don't definitely feel like Andrew Tate's red pill anymore. I never felt like he was red pill. I feel like he was, to be honest, because red pill never felt to me like alpha. If you were
And
claiming
the
red
thing is,
pill,
the
because most of the red pill guys, like even Rollo Tomasi or
Yeah.
whatever his name is, he don't look like an alpha male. And I'm not saying that every
To
male.
me, that guy is fascinating for one reason only. He doesn't live any of the stuff he preaches.
And it's crazy
Because he's married, he has kids. He
But
a lot of the things that he talks about, and a lot of the things are made on speculation. They're like it's data, but it's speculation.
But the data he's also saying is old data. Because his experiences are from a time that we're not living anymore.
Exactly.
And that's why I can relate to what he's saying a lot. Because I like his perspective sometimes, but then that's where I also correlate it to like, bro, I can't speak on shit no more because I'm not in the same field that you guys are in. When I was in the field, Instagram was just starting off. Y'all in the field where Instagram's like, damn, what's the next big thing? Bitches already bored of this. Like, if you see the, excuse my language, women are already bored of this. Women are like acting like men on Instagram
I'm gonna just dig his grave right now, huh?
because
He doesn't know how to get
they
out of
are, bro. They're like they wiped their Instagram wiped off clean,
Uh-huh.
and now it's like they're mysterious, and it went
A
from
lot
a
of
guy.
people do that.
And you know what's the funniest part too? Then they just look like stalkers.
It's like
Because
what a
they're
guy
not posting
does.
shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, that part to me is funny, bro. I just spoke to someone not too
That's
long
how guys
ago.
act.
I spoke to someone not too long ago that has me blocked on every social media, but knew where I was at on vacation. I'm like, huh? Yeah, bro. They still be snooping around one way or the other, bro. Especially the ones that delete everything and fucking go ghost and shit and want to
yeah.
go like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
You know what I like
Shit.
about TikTok? It
What?
lets you know when somebody saw your TikTok.
Yeah, when they see your profile and shit.
That's the only thing. That's one of the dope features of TikTok. It goes back to like how
Smell my
Instagram
ass, user 02334699B _.
Don't be lurking.
Exactly.
We be knowing. Or don't reveal yourself either, because you just look stupider. When you
Yeah, keep that user 26978290008.
Damn, how many user stalkers you got?
That's what it says when they don't put a name. It just gives
I
you a
know,
random
but that's what
user.
I'm saying. How many user stalkers you got? Because you just named 2 users.
I don't know. I only have the current podcast on TikTok, so
No, I'm talking about the user stalkers.
that's what I'm saying. The current podcast, those user stalkers. I just randomly see it, and I'm like, who's this person?
See, the creepy part is having user stalkers through the podcast.
Because it could be for any of us.
Oh no, I know why. Mine.
He
Anywho,
thinks they're for him.
Probably for Byron.
yeah, they're for Byron for
They're
sure.
like, what does he talk about?
Anyhow.
What does he say?
So, what's the plan for the next few years of the podcast? Where do you guys want to go?
Well, for
How do you guys
sure,
wanna
for
see
sure,
it?
for everybody
What's
listening.
the next trip?
The next thing is
Because we're overdue. We went
is
to
a new-
Vegas
is a
last.
new- the next apparel drop coming out, which I need to talk to y'all about.
Oh, we
that
gotta
for
do
sure.
silhouettes of each other, like sending
Yeah,
like,
bro.
like the
What'd you
Charlie's
say?
Angels.
What'd you say, Byron?
Yeah, like the Charlie's Angels.
Hold on.
episode.
What did you say?
Puerto Rico.
Damn, he switched his R's for his L's. Look at that. Look at that.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Está cabrón. Puerto Rico está cabrón.
Puñeta.
Cablón.
Cabrón.
Puñeta. Un coco.
Un coco. And vamos para El Salvador.
Or going to
You know what I
Salvi
mean?
will be dope.
I know, huh?
Bro, I'm already going in February, y'all. So if y'all want to
Stop bragging,
get
bro.
your shit and meet me there,
You don't have to brag, though.
get to go. I'm not bragging. I'm
Colombia.
throwing the invite
He's
at this
like,
point.
he's got Colombia.
The first couple days, I know I'm getting Airbnb,
He's
kicking
gonna,
back.
next one, he's gonna throw Dominican Republic.
Hell yeah, bro. I go to Dominican Republic before I go to Puerto Rico, to be honest.
Let's go. The DR, bro. DR is
What's the
bomb,
Puerto
bro.
Rican? What's the Dominican music again? Dembo.
Dembo.
You wanna hear
He's gonna
some
go listen
dembo?
to Dembo. He's gonna
Then
listen to
I'm
El
like,
Alfa.
Debe.
Ya tú sabes. Muévelo.
Exactly, bro.
It's gonna be a 4K, 4K,
How about
He's gonna be like la mamá de la mamá de la mamá.
how about we go to Bangkok?
He wants to be able to speak the language still, sir.
Bangkok, huh?
Amsterdam.
A little
They're gonna
lady
be
boy,
English.
huh? You want to see a little lady boy?
Let it by. Let it by.
You want to speak the language and talk to your lady
I'm
boy?
straight,
huh?
bro.
He'd rather go to Singapore before he goes to Bangkok.
Keep my ass right here, dog. I'll go to Hawaii before I go all the way out there. Shit, I ain't even gone to Hawaii yet, bro. You want me to cross the whole Pacific and shit? I haven't even gotten to Hawaii yet. You tripping, bro.
I'm going to Pearl Harbor. Tell
My
you
ass
what.
barely went to Catalina Island. You want me to go all the way to fucking...
I never even been to Catalina Island.
You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go then, bro. That's here.
Bro, honestly, there's nothing to do there, in my opinion.
For old people
Like-
to retire
I
at.
see what you
Like,
mean.
bro, like, the food there is trash, in my opinion. Like, there's not good food there.
They didn't have In and Out.
None of that
I thought
shit,
you
bro.
didn't go.
He hasn't been. I've been.
Oh, okay.
We sound that much alike, don't we?
Not gonna lie though, but like
He
if
said
you
the food is trash.
if you do get like a car or something, it's cool to like to drive around everywhere and
You got a
that's
car?
cool. You can like rent a car, like a little like
you?
Jeep or something. I didn't because my parents were whack.
So what you're saying is the vacation was whack because you went with the wrong people.
Yeah, but at the
So
same time,
if you
Wrong
go
vibe.
again,
but at the same time, I don't know. Catalina Island doesn't. Maybe that's our next trip, bro. Fuck it.
We take all this alcohol and
So
shit.
soaked into
That's
it.
what
Get all
I'm
fucked
saying.
up.
He went with the wrong
Catalina rocks.
Yeah, bro.
Catalina
Every
back.
summer. Nah.
Joe Rogan all day.
You know what I mean? But that's that, bro.
So yeah. So Catalina, huh?
Yeah.
That's the best y'all motherfuckers got.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's the best y'all got. Nah,
Nah,
honestly,
he's trying to go to
I feel
Dominican
like
Republic, bro.
maybe not like right now.
He wants to hear that. Que lo que?
Yeah, at this point, let's just go somewhere. I was about to say we gotta do Vegas one more time. I feel like we gotta do it right one.
Nah, if we go to Vegas, we're going to UFC, bro.
Facts.
No.
That's
Hey,
facts.
we gotta go watch a pay-per-view. Like, we gotta get midsection.
Mando.
Pay-per-view, bro.
Mando.
That's what we do.
I haven't seen a UFC fight yet.
Bro, it's worth it.
Like, that's what we got to do if we're going to Vegas.
Honestly, I'm even down if they come somewhere around in California. If they come to San Jose, bro, or something like that, I'm going. Or like San Diego again, I'm going. You know what I mean?
We gotta spend the night. Ain't driving back if it's that far. Fuck that.
No, for sure we are. You know what I'm saying?
Because San Diego, we could drive back from.
Yeah, but San Jose is probably like another half hour, another hour or some shit.
No, it's like another
It's 4 hours.
4 hour drive, man. We trying to drive back after a fucking 10 o'clock flight. You tripping?
We did it. We did.
That's
three.
what we did.
We did 3
the
hours.
San Diego one. It was 3 hours.
After 2, we switched driver, bro. Stop being a bitch.
Stop being a bitch. Just
And he
leave
drove it
over
on
me.
stick shift.
Exactly.
Stop being a bitch. Just leave
And my
over me.
clutch fucked up the week after, bro.
I guess I'll pay for the hotel.
I'm glad it did not mess up on the way back. Just imagine that, bro.
That would have been a bitch.
Damn.
What would happen?
We've been stranded somewhere in, I don't know where.
Modesto?
I don't know where.
Modesto?
And I'm going down. I'm basically
That's
going down.
another extreme, bro. We're talking about coming back from San Diego. Modesto.
Where's Modesto at?
Like in the desert, food.
And where's San Jose?
We're talking about San Diego right now.
Oh, I thought San Jose because San Jose's further, right?
San Jose's north,
He's not
fool.
following the track of the
So
story.
where's
Hold on.
Modesto? Where's Modesto?
Modesto.
It's kind of north.
No,
No, all right, hold on. This is what we were saying.
Modesto's like near Bakersfield,
No,
right?
no. Stop trying to change the subject. 'cause
I'm not.
You lost the thought.
I didn't introduce that. I was talking about San Jose. Y'all
Well-
talking about San Diego.
We
No,
were talking
we were
about
talking
coming
about
back from San
coming back
Diego,
from San
and he's saying I
Diego.
was driving stick, and
And-
I was like, and my clutch messed up that week. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I would have sucked if coming back
Exact-
from San Diego, my clutch would have messed up.
Okay, so
because
I
we would have got stranded. And
I
they're like,
thought-
where Modesto? And I'm like, no, motherfucker, we're coming back from San Diego.
I thought it was San Jose from brain fart. You just saw me yawning, motherfucker.
We haven't gone to San Jose yet. All I've heard though is San Jose is a good city to go, like, you know, have fun and whatnot.
You know what I want to go to is Pismo Beach. Just ride some fucking. What's that shit they ride on there? The sand beach over there.
Sand
Oh,
Beach?
RVs?
Yeah, the RVs on the Pismo Beach. I want to do that, bro. I'll be dope to do it with you guys. I ain't never been.
You mean ATVs?
ATVs?
Yeah, I was
RVs.
about to say
Because
correction.
RVs are.
I knew
For the
something was
correction.
wrong with that, bro, but I was like trying to process it. I was like,
a mobile home. An RV
I'm like
at the beach.
RV cooking that.
Imagine the big ass mobile home, bro, at the beach. Yeah, I want to race the
I'm
mobile
all like,
Yeah, bro, you know what we're gonna look like, bro?
I'm all like,
No.
yeah, the RV.
Yeah, me too. But you know what we're gonna look like, bro?
11,
Fucking buy it.
It's
You ever seen the people with the fucking the Toyota Land Cruisers in the Middle East, where they make that shit go on the wheelies and shit?
RVs?
That's gonna be us with the RVs, bro. Like wheelies on the fucking sand and shit.
I
Damn.
was like, RV.
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad
dyslexic
someone
with my
clouded out, bro,
words.
because if not, we'd look stupid
I
online.
was like, you mean ATVs, dude? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It just shows that man is not that buzzed.
Huh.
I'm buzzed.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Huh? Good night, folks.
Thank you.